I'm here to tell you a story. A story about a franchise that I love. So much, in fact, that I sacrificed everything to complete it. Five Nights at Freddy's is a horror series where you play as a night security guard at a run-down family pizza restaurant. And over the years, it has also evolved into some great and not so great stuff. After seeing the movie, it sparked my interest in going back and playing the older games, and I started to love it. So much, in fact, that I wanted to beat every single max mode from FNAF 1 through FNAF 6. Unfortunately, this is my Christmas break from college and I only have about 2 weeks. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I fully beat all of the early FNAF games.
Oh my god. Let me win. Yes! Yes! Oh my... No! Oh my god, Kevin! Oh my god! Yo!
So FNAF 1, the original, and the start of everything. Essentially, this game is a glorified white noise maker. To keep it a buck, this game is the easiest in the series, with literally focusing on one camera in the entire night. To explain the max mode lightly, you start in the office, and immediately put your camera on 4B, which is the bottom right. And to start the process, you will do for all of the 8 minutes and 55 seconds of the night. Left light, right light, flip the camera. And if Bunny and Chica come, close the door. That's pretty much it. The only thing that actually takes brain power is to close the right door whenever you're checking on Foxy, so Freddy doesn't come into your office. Essentially, because it is the max mode, Freddy will immediately come to the right side of your office and stay there without moving, unless Chica comes to replace him. So, keeping your camera on 4B prevents him from getting into the office without closing the door. There's not really enough substance to the game to actually care about the AI. Just so you know that
7 seconds, but we're just gonna say 5 seconds, round it off. This means that every 5 seconds, the game will give Bonnie a chance to move. Every time an interval passes and an animatronic has a chance to move, the game will generate a random number between 1 and 20 for that animatronic. If the randomly generated number is less than the animatronic's AI value, then the animatronic will move. But if the number is greater than the animatronic's AI value, the animatronic won't move.
But if you take all that into account, essentially you'll be doing the same camera flips, left, right, flip the camera, check on Bonnie in the doors, check on Chica in the doors, and then check on Foxy if he moves. And if Foxy moves, just pop the left door down and then you'll be fine. Essentially you just do this for the entirety of the 8 minutes and 55 seconds of FNAF 1, which is the longest, and eventually you'll win the night with some good RNG.
Oh my god, Kevin! Oh my god! Yo! Kevin, oh my god! Oh my god, Kevin!
Dude, you're in the office, you're not gonna survive.
Next, we have the evil game, FNAF 2. I must say this is one of the worst games to play in the entire series if you actually are interested in the max mode. The game introduces a new mechanic, which is the music box. So in future games you can kind of camera stall where you just sit in the office so the animatronics don't have an opportunity to kill you, but the introduction of the music box kind of negates that, saying you have to actually flip up the camera to wind up the music box or the puppet will just kill you anyway. In the early nights, which is nights 1 through 6, it's pretty simple. Just wind the music box, put the mask on, and flash Foxy in the hallway and everything, you should be fine. But then, when you unlock the custom night, where you get a feel for the AI, now it comes down to the actual evil of the 10-20 mode. To break it down, there are 5 main threats throughout the night. Foxy, Toy Bonnie, the blackout animatronics, and then the left vent animatronics. For the strategy I use for 10-20, which is called the right vent cam strat, you will need a timer. I used live split, but anything that has milliseconds will work. The reason why we have a timer is to know when you flip up and down the cameras so that our cycle is consistent with the animatronics movement. The entire night should go like this. Check the hallways and vents until about 21.5. Then flip down the camera, wind the music box between 5.5 and 6, then flip down the camera, put on your mask immediately. Hopefully there will be a blackout. Then once the timer hits about 2 seconds, flash Foxy and repeat. So this entire strat depends on the animatronics giving you a blackout, such as Toy Freddy, Withered Chica, Withered Bonnie, and Withered Freddy. This group actually can stall Foxy from jump scaring you. Side note, Withered Foxy actually depends on an equation, which I'll put on the screen now, which is given a D variable, which is the flashlight value, to keep it simple. Or if you flash him, it resets to 0, but if you don't flash it, it increases to a higher value, making it so the equation will give the criteria, so then Foxy will jump scare you. To put it simply, Foxy has a set interval when he can kill you, and the blackout will stall this interval. Next is the left vent animatronics, which is BB, Toy Chica, and Mango. Ah, but Bluey, the Mango is in the right vent. Shut the fuck. The vent animatronics are handled for the most part in the strategy, because whenever a blackout sequence is initiated, if we stay in the mask for 5 seconds, which is a little bit after the time where the blackout will end, all the animatronics will leave. But if we don't have a blackout, you'll still need to hold the mask for 5 seconds in the office to get rid of the left vent animatronics. But before you should do this, I'd recommend flashing Foxy a bunch so he doesn't kill you over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Anyways, that's the strategy. Start at 21.5, flip down the camera, wind until between 5.5 and 6, flip down the camera, put on the mask, hopefully a blackout. At the 2-second mark, flash Foxy and repeat for 7 minutes. If you want to try this max mode out, I'd highly recommend watch the Bones 5 video that goes into a lot more depth about how the animatronics move throughout the night. But also I'd recommend having a lot more free time to do this challenge, because for me it took me about 10 hours. So good luck.
Fucking did it, oh my god, it took fucking 12 hours. I fucking did it. Oh my god.
I see you.
We found one. A real one.
FNAF 3 is a good middle ground for the FNAF games, if you were as lucky as I was. Springtrap is one of the only animatronics in this game, along with the Phantoms, but we don't really care about those. But I'll go over them really quickly. Freddy will come at random intervals in the night. If you see him, either go to the maintenance panel or put up the cameras. It's like if you were playing cool math games in your computer lab and then your teacher is Freddy. Mango is on cam 4, but you don't really interact with this camera unless you're like Blasphemous HD or something.
She is such a bad bitch though.
Same goes for the Phantom Puppet on cam 8. Chica's on cam 7, and Phantom BB comes through just using the cameras. Anyways, Springtrap moves to the attraction, but can be lured away with the use of audio cues. For aggressive nightmare mode, there are multiple strategies you can use to beat this backstabbing sly evil bunny, or you can just have good RNG. Unfortunately, as I said before, this game suffers from heavy RNG, with times where Springtrap will just straight up say fuck you and ignore the audio lore. But here's the optimum strategy. Get crazy RNG, listen to the vent sounds, and balance when Springtrap is in a vent to get an effective reset for audio and camera. And trap Springtrap in a loop between the front of your office and cam 2 while the cam 2 vent is sealed. But if you're a boss like me, you can just do the same strategy but on cam 10 while the cam 10 vent is sealed, and pray to RNG Jesus that William Afton does not full sprint to your office. But if you do all that and get crazy RNG, you'll beat it first try like I did.
Let me win. Yes! Yes! Oh my! Aggressive Nightmare first try can heal. Kill aggressive Nightmare first try.
Does she start purring a lot and like start like
Kill
acting like
aggressive
a service
Nightmare
dog?
first try.
FNAF 4 is a nice change of pace from the past 3 office simulators, with the new introduction of actually needing headphones if you want to win. In this game, you have your classic 4 animatronics, with Nightmare Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Freddy is on your bed, with the Freddles spawning up to 3, then jump scaring you. Bonnie and Chica are in your left and right hall respectively. They will move down the hallways and eventually coming to your door and breathing either so loud it'll blow out your headphones or so quiet you can't even hear it. To fight them, you just close the door whenever they breathe and then they will stomp away. Foxy is special, where he starts in the hallway and tries to go into your room whenever you go for the opposite door where Foxy is currently in. If you master the original 4, you will get through all of nights 1 through 4 and about 80% of the max mode. But then comes Nightmare. Or Nightmare Fredbear. These two animatronics are different beasts entirely. We're either at 12 AM on night 5 or at 4 AM on the max mode. Nightmare will start in the hallway, making footsteps to let you know where he currently is, but it will be very fast and you need to react even faster. When the steps stop, run to the door and immediately close it and listen for the steps. For these modes, you don't really need to use the flashlight in the hallways because you can just hear him stomp away. One thing to consider is the fake laughs. To try to combat this, when Nightmare laughs, listen for steps. If none, run to the bed, then the closet. If he does not do either, you're basically cooked. But if you do hear steps, then the laugh is fake. And that's pretty much it. This max mode didn't really take that long, only about 4 hours for me. To put in perspective, I was literally so pissed off of doing FNAF 2 runs that I went to FNAF 4 and beat the max mode.
Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Finally. Oh, finally a victory.
If I show you, then I know you won't tell what I said. 'Cause two can keep a secret if one of them is dead.
Next, FNAF 5, or Sister Location. For me, I really think this is one of the most cancer games in the franchise, for the sole fact that the checkpoint system is so terrible. It's like I would love to learn how to play, but when I miss the camera flip for Freddy or mess up the keypad for Baby, then I must travel from Norway all the way back to Cambodia to get back where I was. Anyways, in all, the base gameplay is pretty ass, but the lore is really good. Now to the Cuffs to Knife section. In this section, it is broken down into 2 groups, the Office and the camera threats. The Office threats are basically Ballora, Funtimes Freddy, Bonnet, Betty Bab, Yendo, Lolbit, and the Mini Arena 1. And the camera threats are Funtime Foxy, Electrobab, and the Mini Arenas 2. To break it down even further, Electrobab and Mini Arenas can be synced into a single threat, but they can go off at the same time to reduce redundancy. To get a basic feel for the game, Funtime Freddy can be heard running towards a different side of your office at the start of each night. If on that side, he plays Bonbon will come down the same hall that Funtime Freddy is currently on. But if he says, "Get ready for a surprise," it will be the opposite door. Ballora is simple in the fact that she will play her music increasingly louder as she comes to the door. At its loudest, close the coinciding door. Yendo and Bonnet are easy, where Yendo will have a chance to spawn when you lower the camera, and Bonnet is where you click her nose as she goes across the screen. Bitty Bad works on audio cues, where she has 3 phases along with 3 audio cues. Coming to the vent,
play hide and seek.
Going through the vent,
I'm going to find a way inside.
And come into your office. The only audio cue you should worry about is when she's coming into your office. Once you hear it, drop the middle vent and you should hear a thump when she resets. Funtime Foxy is like Foxy in the first game, but you actually have to look at her. If she has gone from her cove, close the right door and she will knock on the door and reset. And we don't really care about the Mini Arenas 1, because it just hogs your screen and laughs. Overall, the strategy is broken down into 5 phases. Pre-cam, Foxy's cam, post-camera, pre-camera, shot cam, and then back to post-cam. In short, you'll start the night by gathering intel about Funtime Freddy's location. Then you'll switch to Foxy's camera to keep her locked down. Then you'll flip back up the camera to deal with Yendo, Bonnet, Lolbit, etc. After that, eventually you'll get attacked by Electrobab and the Mini Arenas 2. You'll flip back up with the camera, shock both of them, and flip back to Foxy's cam and repeat. All while dealing with Bitty Bab, Funtime Freddy, and lore. After 6 minutes of locking in, you two can beat the most skill-based FNAF game in the entire series.
Oh my god, dude. Holy moly. That took so fucking long. Dun, dun, dun.
Uma rabo, babos, aquash.
You may not recognize me at first, but I assure you, it's still me. I always come back.
And finally, we have FNAF Pizza Sim, which is a literal simulator where you earn cash, try games, and let the demons of the past come to one place to burn themselves to the ground. The actual, I guess you can say, FNAF part of the simulator is when you're in your office in the middle of the ventilation shafts, or with openings to your left and right and your computer in front of you. On the computer, you will have to do tasks and log off to complete the night. During your night, you have flashlight, which is of course your only weapon. Without getting in all the intricacies of the AI, just remember, if you have your computer or AC on, the flashlight will only work inside the vent. But if you have both of them off, the flashlight gets buffed, pushing them back to the top right or left, and getting rid of animatronics both in the vent and adjacent to the vent. The game's progression is from Monday to Saturday, where you can get a total of 6 different certificates, but I'm really not going to go over them in this video. But today, I'm going to only show you really the biggest challenge of FNAF 6, which is the Max Saturday. Max Saturday is when you have all the animatronics in the building, and the reason why this night is considered difficult is the intervals that the animatronics can move. On Saturday, all the animatronics can move on 2-second intervals. This means Lefty can be at the top right of the ventilation shafts, and in 6 seconds can be inside of your vent. Overall, this max night isn't that hard compared to the old modes. While it does take a while, due to the most efficient method of doing a task and turning off both the computer and the AC while the silent AC is on, and holding the flashlight in the vents for 4 seconds each, which resets all animatronics both in and outside the vent, you too can beat FNAF 6 most hardest night.
Boom, baby. Too easy. Hey. That shit was too easy.
You played right into our hands. Did you really think that this job just fell out of the sky for you?
Connection terminated.
Yep, that's it. Doing these challenges was fun for the most part. If you guys want to try out these challenges, I recommend doing some research on some of the strategies that I use in the video. Most of them were from Bones 5, but others you can just look up on YouTube. Time, skill, practice, and RNG is the key for all these modes. And eventually, you too can become the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. Thank you.